Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur fünften Folge von Before Your Eyes. Ich denke mal, dass dies die letzte Folge zu dem Gameplay sein wird und habe natürlich noch ganz viel Spannung, was passieren wird. Ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall ganz viel Spaß bei dem Let's Play und bei dem Video jetzt. Los geht's!
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise. You know what to do. Go ahead and blink.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it.
Hi,
Well, hello,
Mama.
Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics.
Eine Künstlerin.
Exactly. Was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius.
Was soll ich schreiben?
Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become, okay?
Benny Bryans bedeutendes Leben. Er hatte eine einsame Kindheit und wuchs als merkwürdiger stiller Junge in einem abgelegenen Küstenstädtchen auf. Oh, ich habe geblinzelt. Entschuldigung.
This is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the beach another night. But I'm also glad we didn't because, well, another night wouldn't be the same night, if that makes sense. Okay, back to the story. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. Man, you take your doodle seriously. I did not realize.
Oh, ich habe geblinzelt. Entschuldigung.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Wie krank waren wir denn?
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're going to be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
Sie hat einfach die Geschichte genommen.
Go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens. Really just very cool stuff, kiddo. You should be very proud, okay? Okay. Love you, buddy.
Benjamin Bryan war ein Verlierer. Er war der mieseste Brin von allen. Er kämpft nicht mal gegen seine Krankheit. Er legt sich einfach hin und starb.
Okay, I'm doing it.
I'm just gonna wait with you here, okay? I'm going to hold your hand. You feel that? That's me. That's your mom. That's Mama. Sweetie, I'm here with you.
Aber was soll das darstellen? Was für eine Krankheit haben wir denn?
So, if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one. Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Chloe.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know? What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were
were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Hallo Mausi. Ja, du hast auch deine Babys verloren, ne?
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay?
I'm getting her a sashimi plate.
What?
What? I think she more than deserves it.
Oh, I think you're right.
Verpasster Anruf für Chloe, 25.
Mean she hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey,
Alter, das kommt als näher.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you.
Es war vielleicht doch mehr als die beste Freundin.
I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
Du bist mein bester Freund. Alles Liebe, Chloe. Hat sie das... Mein Gott, mein Stuhl ist fast gefühlt auseinandergegangen. Ich kann schon gar nichts mehr trinken, doch jetzt.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Er will alles einfach nicht mehr nehmen.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny. I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You can come back to me now.
You have to do something. Richard, I can't breathe. I feel like I can't breathe.
It's okay, Benny. Just close your eyes. You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know.
Dann sehen wir entweder unsere Mutter oder wir sehen diese
I should go get
Nachbarin.
ready. Don't worry. We got this. I think.
Ach, wenn ich blinze, verändern wir die Welt.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Unsere Kitty.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer.
Or
That's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he
just 11 years old, he got sick and was
forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had. How he had filled a new home with light and
joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor,
who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again. And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope.
how he reminded them of exactly who they were.
After they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in. Go on.
why is he smiling
You
like
know
that?
what to do.
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Ja, das war Before Your Eyes. Wir haben es einmal durch, würde ich sagen. Auf jeden Fall eine sehr traurige Geschichte, aber auch eine Geschichte, die einem zum Nachdenken bringt, finde ich. Es hat angefangen mit einem kleinen Jungen und die Mutter wollte halt eben alles richtig machen, hat ihn schon früh gefördert, hat versucht, dass er ihr die Wünsche erfüllt, so wie sie es gerne bei ihrem Vater gemacht hätte. Sie wollte halt nicht, dass er im Prinzip dasselbe Gefühl später mal hat, dass er nicht alles erledigt hat, bevor es zu Ende gegangen ist. Ich finde aber interessant, wie der Switch ist. Also er wurde krank mit 11 Jahren und ist dann auch daran verstorben, hat sich aber dennoch eine Welt ausgemalt, wie er sie gerne erlebt hätte. Dass er bekannt geworden ist als Künstler und sämtliches und hat ganz vergessen in der ganzen Hinsicht, dass das Leben, was er bereits hatte, schon ein wirklich schönes Leben gewesen ist und er auch sehr glücklich gewesen sein konnte, das alles so zu erleben. Es hat auf jeden Fall einem zum Nachdenken gebracht und ich hoffe, euch natürlich genauso wie mir ziemlich Freude bereitet im Let's Play. Klar, da waren viele Stellen, die waren schon traurig oder wo man sich seine Gedanken zugemacht hat, aber an sich fand ich das Spiel sehr schön gemacht. Ihr könnt ja auf jeden Fall mal in die Kommentare schreiben, wie ihr das Ganze fandet und dann sehen wir uns auf jeden Fall auch das nächste Mal. Wenn ihr ein Abo dagelassen habt, dann werdet ihr immer schön dran erinnert, wenn es ein neues Video von mir gibt. Ansonsten wünsche ich euch noch einen schönen Tag, Abend, wann auch immer ihr gerade das Video schaut. Und dann sehen wir uns auf jeden Fall das nächste Mal. Macht's gut, meine Lieben. Ciao.